Hey all, Grolo here. It's been a week since I've posted and I've missed it. I've been battling a nasty cold and sinus infection, and I wanted to spare you all from hearing my voice through the worst of it. I think I'm on the tail end of it now, thank God. But all the downtime, aka couch time, gave me lots of time to think about lots of things, this channel among them. I'm thinking about the different things I could do or would like to do, different formats, etc. So for those that would like to hear about it, and even better, give me feedback on it, stick around till the end of this video and I'll run it by you. I do have something more technical in nature coming soon, but for this video, I wanted to try something a little different since I'm not feeling great anyway. I wanted to keep it on the shorter side. Got a few topics from the week. One was the PirateSoftware drama, which I was asked about on the Discord server. And then there's the Elon versus Asmongold, which nobody asked me about, but I thought was pretty hilarious. And then there's some news on the MISC Fortune. And finally, the Daymar Rally went down. I have just one thought on it. Okay, topic one, the PirateSoftware drama. I was asked about this one. As you know, I've featured some of the Pirates' takes in some of my past videos, both his negative and his positive takes on things. Some takes I've disagreed with, others I agreed with. PirateSoftware was also involved in the Narc Ashes drama I covered last week. He did an interview with Asmongold on the issue at the same time that Asmongold was interviewing Steven and Narc. He kind of came on after them. I didn't cover his actual interview with Asmongold, but he was definitely involved. And he did his own reaction as well. So, I don't have a ton to add on the drama itself, but what I will say is at some point I heard that this person, PirateSoftware, or Thor, I guess he goes by, was like a popular streaming developer or something. As you know, this is in my wheelhouse, and so I went looking and digging. As a viewer, I was very interested in such a popular dev, but honestly, I didn't really find anything to support the notion that he was a super dev or anything like that, or even really marketed himself that way. Maybe at one point he doesn't seem to anymore, or maybe he does. I don't know. I might be missing something. So if I am, give me some pointers in the comments. I'll go check out wherever you point me to see if I'm wrong on that one. But what I will say is he seems like a great entertainer. So while I didn't find much to watch or learn from him, software dev system-wise, when I went looking, I sure found plenty of examples of how to talk into a mic. The dude's a great podcaster, speaker, whatever you want to call it. The other thing I will say is, as you probably know from watching my channel for any amount of time, is I'm fairly anti-negativity. I'm all for criticism. But the constant barrage of negativity just for clicks, that wears on me. And that applies to more than just companies. When I first started seeing this drama pop off, I admit, I clicked on a few of the vids and I laughed. I've played WoW, so the Dire Maul stuff I understood very well, and I got some chuckles out of the situation. I can't say that the criticisms were wrong, but like 3, 4, 5 days go by, I'm still battling this sinus crap, and I'm on the couch and I'm watching a bunch of YouTube, and I'm just seeing more and more of these videos pop up on this dude, and I'm like, damn, really? Good Lord. Heaven help anyone that falls on the wrong side of the mob. Seriously. So that's all I got on the pirate drama. Next topic. Nobody asked me about this one, but Elon versus Asmongold. I guess this is already resolved now. I just wanted to say Elon may finally have met his match on this one. But I guess he admitted the boosting and all that now. and deleted some disparaging remarks he had made about Asmongold. So yeah, no surprise. I mean, how can you run 100 businesses and still be a top Diablo or PoE player? I mean, damn. But you know what surprises me most about this story, and maybe it shouldn't, but the fact that being a top 20 Diablo player or a top whatever PoE player was for sale. I think that's kind of sad. Not much to be done about it, but we can still be bummed about it. So, whatever. Glad these two made up or whatever, and the tough patch is behind them. And that takes us on to topic 3, which is the MISC Fortune. This is a new ship coming to Star Citizen for anyone watching and wondering what the hell I mean by miscellaneous fortune. No, it's not a new investing strategy. It's a salvage ship. I've been looking forward to this, to learning more about the Fortune. If you remember from the AMA we did just a bit ago, the question was asked, what is my favorite ship manufacturer? And MISC, by a long shot, is my favorite manufacturer. And so obviously, as someone who loves industrial gameplay, you know, I've been known to partake in some salvage. Like Drake is just not cutting it for me. So when I heard about the MISC Fortune, I was like, yeah, let's go. So the interesting thing about this ship is that people seem to be figuring out that it basically looks to be competing 1-to-1 with the Vulture. Similar size, similar capacity. Now, of course, we don't know any of this for sure, but it's kind of what people are piecing together, and the community seems to do pretty good with figuring this stuff out shortly before it arrives. So I have no reason to not trust this conclusion yet. But there's a bunch of debate going on as to whether this is a good thing or a bad thing, and I'm just going to go on the record saying absolutely I think this is a good thing. If we end up playing in a universe where we have options for a role or for a job, I think that's a huge win. I mean, think about it. You're standing at a ship dealer in, Lorville, the New Deal, and you're talking to a salesman there, and you're like, hey, I want a ship I can do some salvaging in by myself, would you rather here's the ship to do that with, or would you rather hear, hey, here's a few different ships, which one do you like the best? Personally, I want to hear the latter. If I go to a car dealer in real life, I'm going to hear the latter, and I think it would be cool to hear that in the verse too. The thing is like we have this on the combat side, right? Like if you're in the market for a light fighter or a heavy fighter, you got a ton of choices. We don't really have that in the industrial side so much. I would definitely love to see more of it on the industrial side. What about you? Agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments. Lastly, the Daymar Rally. I love that this is a thing. This is what Star Citizen is all about, in my mind. Big things like this emerging naturally because the universe makes it possible, not because the universe planned for it. But what I found interesting about this one that just happened is that CIG provided a dedicated shard for it. Now, isn't that interesting? I'm sure there's someone out there that's decrying this as a bad move for some reason, but I'm down with it. It reminds me of EVE system reinforcements. And we're in an alpha, so who the hell cares? Now, 1.0, I sure hope it don't go down that way. But for now, cool. Very cool to see a grassroots event like this kind of growing in popularity and stature until it gains support from the dev team. So that's pretty awesome. Now, as I understand it, Even with dedicated hardware, things were still pretty jank. But no surprises there, huh? And we all know that the physics just aren't there quite yet. Especially any physics that involve the ground, or a floor, or a ramp, or an elevator, or well, you get the idea. And that's the topics I found quite interesting this week as I was consuming content from the couch or wherever I was. Did I miss anything? Drop me a note if you think so. I'd love to know what I missed. And now about the channel and formats and things. First, what do you think of this format? My goal has been 2+ videos a week, but I get bored doing the same thing all the time. And I also like giving some time on the meatier topics for the discussion to play out. So I'm considering aiming for 1-ish videos a week that are like in the vein of the technical dives I've done, and then 1 or more of either a weekly topics type thing like I did today, or 2 reactions like I've done, but not just reactions for the sake of reacting, but carefully chosen on things that intersect with the topics we focus on here on this channel. Like I've done, I think, I've chosen things to react to, be it from CIG or things that pertain to development of alpha games in general, or sophisticated new technologies emerging to support gameplay like we're talking about. Those types of reactions is what I have in mind. Or 3, something more gameplay focused. I've been sitting on this feedback ever since my second video, and I haven't forgotten. I'm actually in the middle of editing some gameplay footage right now with the intent of sharing. I'm learning video editing software in the process, so be patient with me. And I'm getting help from some others to make this somewhat decent. And I'm not entirely sure where I'm going with it yet. Like, what kind of commentary or explanations could I insert in there in the style of this channel that could make it worth watching? We'll see. I'm still experimenting, but it's definitely one of the options of the types of things that I could be posting. And I've got another idea or 2, but I'm still percolating those in the back of my head. So these are the main other formats I'm thinking on, and I'm open to feedback on any and all of it. Or if you have completely different ideas, I'm all ears. I really appreciate any thoughts you all might have. Y'all have been an incredible community, insanely supportive of such a new creator who honestly had no idea what the hell they were doing or what they were getting into. So a huge thanks for the continued views, comments, ideas, and everything. Y'all are just awesome. So that's all I got for now. I look forward to any comments, ideas, feedback, or responses to the kind of the weekly topics we did discuss in this video. I'm gonna go drink some tea and catch some Z's and hopefully wake up fully cleared. I feel like I'm almost there. And we will talk again soon. Grolo out.